up, y'all? It's your boy Mike Rashid. Right now, we are in Tempe, Arizona at Revolution Training Systems. It's one of the most legit, hardcore gyms in Arizona. If not the strongest gym in Arizona. Much love to the guys out there. But today, I got a special guest with me. He goes by the name of KC, the one-legged monster. The dude is a savage. I met him a couple years ago, and I've never forgotten this guy, man. And you know, he was about 170 pounds back then. You know, he had, you know, he lost a leg in battle in Afghanistan. And, you know, he didn't lay down to it. You know, he went through his procedures and rehabilitation, and, you know, he had an amputation, and he got rehabilitated and built his body back up, built his mind back up, you know what I mean? And the dude is doing some really positive things, some powerful things, and you know, I just wanted to introduce him to you guys, to the world, and because I think he's just a good person, a powerful person with a lot of wisdom to share through what he's been through and through how much he's grown. He's an example. Like, fuck what he has to say, just watch him, you know what I mean? And people lead by example. Anybody could tell you anything, but if they're not living that shit, it's meaningless. The best way to teach is to just do it, is to lead, and he does that. So I hope y'all can enjoy it and get something from it, because I get a lot from him all the time, so just check it out. My man KC.
What up?
We met, about 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Outside of the gym. You told me you lost your leg in Afghanistan, right? And I'm looking at you, I'm like, how? Where? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You showed me, you know, prior to you, I had never seen someone moving so normal as an amputee, you know? But break down how it happened.
This is how I got good at walking, I guess?
No. How the accident happened.
The accident happened?
Yeah.
You know, so I was in Afghanistan, 2009, 2010, going on my basically last mission that I was there. We were just doing a routine patrol, and I was second vehicle in the patrol. The front vehicle went right, I went left. As soon as we went left, IED blast went off. When it went off, it knocked me out, and then I woke back up. And first thought was I thought we were in a vehicle rollover, and because we were just near some ravines and stuff like that. Finally started realizing, you know, we were hit by an IED. Saw all my guys in the vehicle, started yelling at them to get out. They all got out, and then I started to assess myself, and I realized I was pretty bad. Basically not able to move myself out of the vehicle. My soldiers got out, realized, you know, I wasn't coming out of the vehicle. They came back in and basically dragged me out of the vehicle, put me up behind it. Sitting there, I started trying to, like I said, assess myself. I realized I was it was dark. I kind of grabbed my leg and my body, and I saw that I was bleeding pretty bad. My doc started working on me and called in for medevac. Got medevac to Kandahar Air Base. Kind of went out on the helicopter ride, in and out, and then last thing I really remember at that point was getting taken off the helicopter and getting taken into the hospital. And woke up one time on a flight, or woke up one time in Germany, and then woke up one more time mid-flight going from Germany to Washington, D.C. at Walter Reed Base. I remember waking up on the plane and just looking, there was just gurneys everywhere and people all in there. And I just remember, like, I wanted to drink water so bad, so they gave me a little bit of water, you know.
But you didn't know what was going on with you.
I was just.
So how long was that period from when you first blacked out
right
at whatever hospital to this period when you're on your way to DC? How long was that period?
So usually it's fairly quick. I had a lot of issues going on just due to the injuries I had, to where when I was flying from Kandahar getting ready to go to Germany, I ended up going unstable, and they had to make an emergency landing in Bagram Air Base and to stabilize me. So it took about a good 7 to 9 days from what I've tried to track down myself.
And you don't remember it? You was pretty much out of it the entire time?
I was out. Like I said, I woke up in Germany one time, and it was like I had a flashback of the blast. I felt like I just remember, like, I felt like somebody went behind my bed and like just thrusted my bed behind me, and it woke me up and shook me up a little bit. I mean, my parents and my wife, they told me that I called them from Germany. I don't even remember that. Wow. They said I talked to him on the phone. I was like, I'm good. Like, don't worry, you know. And I had no clue. I don't even remember. Like I said, I don't even remember even that even happening. And then, like I said, was there for a few days in Germany, and then yeah, next thing you know, after that flight, I remember going into Walter Reed, and I don't even know where it's at, like at Walter Reed, but there's all the state flags are like in this entrance, and I remember just being on a gurney bed, and them taking me through there, and me just looking up and just seeing all the state flags.
Did you think you were dead?
Yeah, man. I didn't know. I still was like,
am I in soldier heaven?
Yeah, that's basically what it could have looked like.
Right,
yeah,
right.
man. And I immediately was put into ICU. I don't even remember. I was there for 30 days. I don't remember that.
During that period, did you know? Wait, did they amputate your leg at that time?
No, my leg got amputated probably like a good 6 months later.
Okay.
We did a lot of surgeries to try to save it, and it was
Right.
just pretty much unsavable.
Okay.
But yeah, I was in ICU for 30 days. My parents, my wife, everybody was there. I don't remember any of that either.
Right.
The next thing I even try to remember now, but I mean, the only thing I remember, I tried to look at pictures and try to think about things, but I was bedridden for 4 months.
Right,
You know, I was on
right.
a lot of drugs, and I went through 38 surgeries in 2 years.
Wow.
So it's just like, you know, during that time, it was just like surgery, in and out. So I mean, I was on, like I said, a lot of drugs and stuff to keep, you know, pain meds.
Right.
And I remember it took about a good 3.5 months before I was able to transfer from my bed to like be able to take like a water hit me,
Right,
you know. So
right.
I mean, dirt was still coming off me from
Wow.
from being overseas, you know.
Right.
And I had to wrap like plastic things over my legs, and I mean, I had to have like pillows under my legs in the shower because I couldn't handle the pressure of anything, the
Wow.
pain, you know,
Yeah.
it was so serious. And so yeah, it took about I was in at Walter Reed for a year. Went through all my surgeries. Did my amputation in November of 2010.
Okay. So when they told you, you know what, Casey, we tried everything.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do. We're gonna have to amputate the leg. What was your response? What was your reaction?
Well, the thing. Okay.
Did you say, nah, fuck that, keep trying?
No.
Or
The thing is with that is, you know, the doctor kept telling me like, hey, we can do certain things, but you're going to be in a lot of pain for the rest of your life. You're never going to be able to run. You're going to have a hard time walking. And like he basically told me like, you're just going to be in tremendous amount of pain. He goes, there is you know, we can amputate, you know, if you choose to. It's up to you. And I had been around other guys that were amputees. You know, I'd seen them, and they're like moving, you know,
Right.
they're going.
Right.
And I just made the decision. I was like, let's fucking do it. You
Right.
know, did it. I don't regret it.
Yeah.
Not a single day has gone
Right.
by to where I like regret like amputating my leg. You know, because I feel like I'm better because of it now.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
yeah, I was injured in April, and then November came around, and that's when I amputated it. It was in November 2010.
And when I saw you, like I said, you were moving fine.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you, or for people that don't know, the way we would see you move in and out of the gym, you would think that, boom, amputate the leg, you're not in pain anymore,
Yeah.
throw the prosthetic on, and then you're good. Is it that simple?
It's not. No, I mean, you have good days and bad days with it. It's, you know, there's some days that, like if I train real hard, there's some days I wake up and I have a hard time getting into the socket because I'm just so swollen.
Okay.
You know, lifting, I mean, you got to think it's basically just all the pressure.
Pressure,
There's, you know,
right.
there's something going down on something. You know,
Yeah.
so a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pain. But I mean, no, it's not all easy. You know,
Right.
standing in one place for a long period of time is painful. You know, so no, it's not easy. But I mean, the more and more I train and I do certain things, the better and better, and you know, the more endurance I feel like I have, and I can go further and lift more weight, or
Right,
you know,
right.
anything like that.
Right. I've been through a lot of things in my life, nothing to that extent, but you know, what people go through is all relative, how bad or good it is to them. And you know, there's people, I went through my periods of depression and doctors telling me I had PTSD, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
Fuck that. When I was told that, I got kind of upset. Like, now you're labeling me as damaged goods.
Yeah.
And I noticed someone like you, and I preach that to people, right? And then you come along, and when you first showed me, when I first met you, you're what, like 180?
Yeah.
170, 180.
170.
You about what,
Yeah.
250 now?
I'm like 242 right now, 245.
Right. You look good, you're strong, and you're happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got like a certain joy about you. And so it's like I try to tell people like, nah, bro, you've been through something that most people haven't been through. So you can help people going through things because you've been there, right? So you've grown. This is your post-traumatic stress growth.
Right.
You've grown. See, you're a perfect example of it. You know what I mean? Did they ever try to tell you you have PTSD, you need medication? And if so, how'd you respond to that?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that, I mean, fuck, for the application, I mean, I had to go see 3 psychiatrists to make sure I wasn't like crazy, like, you know,
Right.
oh, you want to cut your leg off, you know, make sure you're not crazy and you just want to cut your leg off,
Right.
you know? I knew what the fuck I wanted. I knew what I wanted to do. I
Yeah.
knew what I could be if I can, you know, do
Right.
it. And yeah, I mean, that's regardless, injury, no injury, I feel like you're labeled PTSD as soon as you come back from war. I understand there's some people that do have it. You know, some people, they don't get mental. They're not mental. Some guys are just mentally stronger than others.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, yeah, they were telling me that, oh, you know, PTSD, you need to see a psychiatrist, you need to see all this and this and this, and I did, and I went, and I didn't like it,
Right.
because for me, I don't want to relive it. I want to grow from it.
Right.
And so when I feel like I'm going in there, we just keep talking about it. And I'm
Right.
gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I basically just stopped going. I said, because I don't need it. You know, and I
Right.
feel like when you sit there and you keep reliving it, you know, all you're gonna do is just put yourself into a deeper and deeper depression.
Right.
You know? And so, I mean, like I tell people, I was at a point, and it wasn't PTSD, I was so up on narcotics and stuff like that, that I would sit in the house and play video games and
Right.
just didn't want to do nothing. And it wasn't because I was sad about it. It's
Right.
just that I was in so much pain that I couldn't,
Right.
you know? And I told a story a while back, you know, that what changed me was I was at Disneyland with my daughter and my wife, and couldn't walk very far.
Right.
Couldn't do nothing. Couldn't enjoy myself. And it wasn't because you know, I'm an amputee or whatever. It's because I was that guy is sitting around not doing shit.
Right.
You know, feeding off the drugs, you know,
Yeah.
that they gave me. And so I basically was like, fuck this. You know, I'm done. Like, I'm
Right.
gonna get myself in shape.
Right.
There's people running marathons that are missing legs. I
Right.
can get in there and lift some iron, you know?
Right,
And so
right.
that's when it started for me. That's when the journey started for me. And as I got around certain like guys like you and, you know, other people, you know, in the gym that just inspired me, you know what I mean? And to lift and just enjoy it and just, you know, and you forget about all that shit.
Right. Right.
It's gone, you know, because this
Yeah.
is my life now.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy it, and I'm having fun. It's like we're in here deadlifting and shit, right? I'm fucking still bleeding.
Right.
You know, I mean, that like what's not enjoyable about life? Like, how can you not be happy? I mean, you're fucking alive. You may be missing some body parts. You may have seen some gnarly ass shit, but you're fucking alive.
Right.
And you got family, and you got, you know, friends, and so like I always try to talk to these kids, you know, that are, you know, whether in military or they've had some type of intense life situation to where it's kind of mentally messed them up. And the key is, I've always told people, just not, I don't want to, you can't just get over it, but help yourself get over it. Like, push yourself, find something or get with some people that will help you stop thinking about it. You know what I
Right.
mean? And so I've always been like that. And I know, like, PTSD, it's a touchy subject.
Right.
You know, it's very touchy. But I feel like, you know, most people could probably, if they find something that they can just enjoy life with and just move on, you know, they can get past that. You
Right.
know? And so that's what I've done with the fitness industry, you know,
Right.
and I've enjoyed it, and I don't look back, and I have no regrets.
No doubt, no doubt. Nah, man, like, honestly, it's a motivation. Even me today, when we're like, all right, we want to deadlift, I'm like, I don't really want to train. But I'm like, my man is fired up to train. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm a little sore from this or that. Fuck that. Let me go ahead and get in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I tell people all the time, no excuses. You know what I'm saying? You hit a PR today.
Yeah.
After driving, what, 6-7 hours?
Yeah.
No excuses,
No
right?
excuses, man.
That's what's up, man. What kind of advice, like, what would you tell somebody right now watching us that's fucking sitting around, moping around, and, you know, feel like they've been labeled as damaged goods, as PTSD? What can you tell somebody right now to motivate the fuck out of them?
Man, you're not damaged goods. You know, you're just new and improved. You know, you're mentally stronger. You've been through the shit that people can't even imagine. You know what I'm saying? You think, I mean, you've battled and just been in the shit. You know, so be that mental guy.
Right.
You're still a soldier at heart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
you know, you no matter what. That's what my wife always told me that. You know, when there was those times I'm getting, she looked at me, she's like, you were a staff sergeant in the U.S. Army. an infantryman. Like, come on. And I'm like, you're fucking right.
That's right.
Live like that mentality. You know, you may not be in the military, but you're still a soldier, no matter what. And we're supposed to be the mentally strongest ones. You know, so bring that lifestyle back into your life, and fucking get the fuck up and fucking do something about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Be the motivator. Don't be motivated. Be the motivator.
Right.
And that's what I've tried to do with everybody that I try to meet. You know, I try to fucking motivate, just like you today. Like, if I fucking meet Deadlift and motivate you, job done.
Right.
You know, we fucking put in the work and we did it. You know, and so that's what I would say is just honestly, like, bluntly, get the fuck up and do something.
Get the fuck up. That's what it's about. You know, I try to tell people like this. It's real simple. We can say whatever. We can have whatever circumstances that we're dealing with. Life don't fucking stop, and it don't give a fuck that we're going through whatever we're going through. So it's either we just sit and soak in whatever it is, or even with our shit, because people got to think. Say we got this problem, that problem, stress from here, stress from there. You know what I'm saying? You pick that shit up and carry it and still handle your business and your responsibilities. You that much fucking stronger.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You have that much more insight and wisdom to give somebody. Yep. You know, you're that much more. It's a more rich experience when people meet you and they talk to you like, man, that dude is heavy. He got some shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
And I definitely feel that with you, man. From the first time I met you, I meet people all the time.
Yeah.
All the time, every day. And in the same situations, like, you know, big fan, or I was motivated by this video, that video, but something about you always stuck out. You know what I'm saying? You're one of the people that always stayed in my mind because, you know, you did have that richer, it was more of a rich experience when I met you, because I don't know if you remember when we met, we're talking, I'm like, fuck that, I'm gonna record this. Got my phone out. And even my son remembers. Yeah. You know, he's like, Dad, what you got today? And I told him and I was explaining the situation. He said, oh, is that the guy we met? I was in the truck. I was like, yep. He even remembers, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you definitely give off a certain energy, and it is what it is. It's because you have grown from what you've been through. You're that much more of, your aptitude as a person is that much bigger than the average person. And there's nothing wrong, and there's nothing bad about people who haven't been through things. Right. But people that have been through things are a little more special. Right. I feel like a little more special, you know what I mean? You just got that, you've seen it. You've been there, man. You're not dead. You're here. Yep. You ain't laying down to it. You know what I'm saying? My mother was my mother's an angel because she started her own business as a home health care provider. So she deals with amputees, quadriplegics, paraplegics, or really old people that are dying or whatever. And when I was young, you know, she always kept me close to her. So I would go on different jobs with her. And I remember this guy, man, I fucking hated him. He was paraplegic. He was just a fucking nasty, angry man. Like, he drank all day, said fucking perverted shit all the time. And you could tell he gave up on life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, people can have problems and take his position and just not give a fuck. Or they can take a position like yours, and you say you're glad that you did what you did because you're a better version of yourself now.
It turned me into a better person.
That's what's
up. I was like a horrible person.
Right.
But it's life changing. I mean, I literally could have been dead. You know, I could have never seen my daughter. You know, never seen my family, my wife, whatever. You know, so you take that all into accountability. You know, and you think about it, and you're like, fuck. You know, and not only that, life in the world, it's gonna keep ticking. Right. You know? Exactly. And like, I mean, you sit there and you just sit there, and it's gonna go right by you. Right. And then you're gonna basically be sitting there old as shit, nothing. You know, and you're gonna regret everything. You only get one life. You only get one try at this. Right. You know, and like, so me, I've been on this thing about leaving a legacy. You know, why not leave a legacy with your last name? Why die and be forgotten? Every single person, if they work hard enough, can leave a legacy. Whether that just be like to millions, or a legacy just to your family.
Doesn't matter.
You know, it doesn't matter. It's a legacy. And so, I get emotional about my daughter, but I want to leave something for my daughter. I can't have any more kids because I had a brain injury. So I only get one kid, and it's my daughter. It's not even a boy to carry my name. Right. But I'll leave a legacy for her. And if it takes me doing this, grinding in the fitness industry because I fucking love it so much, then I'm gonna do it. You know? And when she gets older, and she fucking gets on, you know, wants to show her, my grandkids down the road, look at your grandpa. Check this out on YouTube.
Right.
Just grind. Look at this shit.
Yeah.
Look at him go. That's what I want.
Bro,
That's what I wanna do.
just think about it. How legit of a story is that
Yeah.
when you're dead and gone,
Yeah.
and your great grandkids is bragging about? Because now they got YouTube, so they can
Yeah.
show the videos of you fucking tatted up, beard game strong,
yeah.
with one leg handling business,
They ain't
dude.
gonna believe it. You know
That's
what I'm
fucking
saying?
savage. That's
To me,
legit, bro.
That's what I
Yeah.
want to do, man. And it's just like, and the thing is, people, it's not easy. It's not easy. You know,
Right.
I put myself through physical and mental pain. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and but it's those goals that I have.
Right.
You know, it's just like, you know, when I was in Afghanistan, big ass fucking mountain, snowing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, do you think I wanted? No, it was horrible. It was miserable. But when I got up to that top motherfucker and I looked down, I can just see the whole country. I'm like, man, I climbed the top of this motherfucking mountain in the freezing cold.
Right.
Ain't nothing harder than that.
With
You know
80
what I'm
pounds
saying?
of gear on.
With 80 pounds of gear, there's nothing harder than that. And so, like, I have that mental, you know, that mental state. Like, yeah, shit sucks. But when you get to the peak of the mountain, you're looking down.
That's the glory.
It's the glory.
Yeah, man.
Just the vision. You get to see it.
Right.
And so, and I mean, this is just I've only been doing this for, you know, not even a year yet, and I'm just loving everything, all the steps that it's taking. You
Bro,
know? And I'm just trying to grow and just grow. And it's not so much like I want to be famous. I want to get out there and I want to help people and motivate people and inspire people. You know, and then, and if it, like I said, and the emails and the direct messages or whatever that I get of people's lives that I'm changing, that's the most motivational stuff right there for me as well.
Right, no
and I
doubt.
get more out of that than a paycheck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, just, you know, leave a fucking legacy for
That's
yourself.
right.
Leave a
That's
legacy
right.
for your family, for your kids. You know, before you're not on this planet no more.
Right. Well, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I really appreciate you coming down and rocking
Appreciate
with me,
having me,
man. And you are a motivation to a lot of people. You know, your presence is growing. You know what I mean? And I want to do whatever I can to help it grow.
appreciate it, man.
You know, because people need to hear this. You know what I'm saying? With me, fitness industry, you know, whatever industry, I don't care what industry I'm in. You know, at the end of the day, to me, it's about helping people. You know, it's about, even if it's just some advice or some insight or some wisdom that help people become stronger in every aspect of life. And you do that, man. And, you know, I'm here to say I'm full on to help you
appreciate that, man.
spread the
Appreciate
word,
it, man.
man,
Appreciate
because I appreciate you. You know, you was out doing, you know, as people can debate about the war, what's good, whatever. You was out there doing what you felt was the right thing to do. And you experienced a calamity, as some people would see it, and you made good out of it, and you're doing good with it. And I appreciate you, man.
Thanks, man.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Appreciate it.
yeah, this is just one of many, baby.
Appreciate it, man.
That's
Yeah,
what's up.